Hey everyone, this is Pavlina from Pavlina's Kids Place. I'm on location with Arun Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi's grandson. Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So how are you?
I'm good. I had a nice flight and I've been here on time.
Yes. Okay, good. So when you were my age, you were living with your grandfather, and we know that your grandfather, he's known for India's father of the nation, and India's heart and soul. So what was a day like in your grandfather's house?
It was very disciplined, a very structured day. I had to know exactly from the time I got up to the time I went to bed what I was going to do every hour of the day. So there was no time to fool around or, just hang out. Mm-hmm. But there was time for play, but, everything in its proper time and not just whenever you felt like it.
Yes. Okay, good. So what inspired you most about your grandfather?
What I liked most about him?
What inspired you?
What inspired me? His discipline and his love and affection for everybody, and the fact that he was able to spend time with me, every day in spite of a very busy schedule. I think that was a very inspiring thing.
Yes. Okay, that's really cool. So, you grew up learning that nonviolence is based on 5 elements: love, respect, understanding, acceptance, and appreciation. What do you think is most difficult for people to do?
I think in a sense all of them are difficult because we are so accustomed to being negative about people. We don't accept strangers very easily. We don't accept people of different cultures or colors very easily. So, we have to learn to be a one human family instead of Americans and English and Indians and so on. We are just all human beings.
Yes, that's really cool. So in your book, Legacy of Love, My Education, and the Path of Nonviolence, you mentioned that you were almost ashamed of being called Mahatma Gandhi's grandson. Why was that, and how did you change that?
Well, I used to find it a little difficult to deal with when I was a young boy, and everybody expected so much from you, and I couldn't live up to those expectations, so it became quite difficult for me, and that's why I mentioned this to my mother, and my mother said that there's nothing you can do. You have this legacy and you have to live with it. So if you consider this legacy a burden, it's just going to get heavier and heavier as you grow older. But you can consider this legacy to be a light that is illuminating the path ahead for you, and then it'll be easier for you to deal with. So since then I've been looking at this legacy as a light that is showing me the way.
That's really cool. So Mahatma Gandhi believed in truth, and truth being stronger than a sword. We've got people fighting all over the world. Is that possible to do what your grandfather did in today's world?
I think it is possible if we just stop being suspicious, and if we stop exploiting each other, if we learn to respect and love each other, and mainly to learn that we are all interconnected, that what happens in one country eventually has its repercussions in other countries also. So the only way we can ensure the security of the human race is to ensure that everybody in the human race is secure and happy. Okay,
that's good. So you started the Gandhi Worldwide Education Institute in 2008. Why did you wish to start this institute, and what does it do?
Because I found millions and millions of children who are under the age of 12, who have no opportunities in life, who have to work from the time they can start walking. They have to beg and earn a living there, and I thought that was very harsh on them, and that we need to give them a chance to break that cycle of poverty. So I'm starting these schools hoping that some education will show them a way out of the poverty that they exist in right now.
Okay, good. That's really nice. So I watched the movie Gandhi twice this weekend, and in India, everyone loved your grandfather. And President Obama, when he asked who he would like to have lunch with, he said Mahatma Gandhi. So the world thinks that your grandfather was a really great person. What does India feel for Mahatma Gandhi now?
I think the people in India feel very strongly and love him very much, and they still follow his principles. At the government level and the official level, they have forgotten his principles. Although they describe him as the father of the nation, but he is just there as a token. They don't follow his principles. So I hope someday it will change and that there will be more accepting of his principles.
Okay, yeah. So thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you very much. I was very happy to talk to you.
Yes, thank you.